Hello, 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 everybody. It's Yara Seldom Multipreneur. It's Monday. Y'all know what that means. That means it's a Money Monday. Hey, everybody on Instagram. I got 12:59. Y'all know we start at 1 p.m. How y'all doing? What's up, everybody in Facebook and YouTube land? We got a good topic today. I'm going to give y'all 10 questions that I am commonly asked as it pertains to money. Come one, come all. I'm glad that you guys are joining me today. And I hope everybody had a really good weekend. I did. It was the homecoming for my college. I went to East Tennessee State University, the Harvard of the South. I'm hitting the wrong thing over there. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is Monday. Yes, you guys know that means it's a Money Monday. Hi to everybody up here in Instagram land. All of you on IG, I appreciate you checking in with me. Those of you on Facebook and YouTube, what's up? I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Like I said, I had a fantastic weekend. I was in Tennessee celebrating with the Buccaneers. It was homecoming weekend, y'all. So let's get the show on the road. Today, we are talking about, it's kind of like a Q&A. I'm giving you the top 10 questions that I am asked as it pertains to money. All right. How do we start off Money Monday? We started off every week the same way with a scripture. And today's scripture, for those of you on Instagram, if you want to see all the words and stuff, you got to come over to Facebook or you got to go on to YouTube. Sorry about that, but you can listen. Ecclesiastes 7:12, for the protection of wisdom is like the protection of money. And the advantage of knowledge is that wisdom preserves the life of him who has it. So we got to get this knowledge, y'all. We got to get this knowledge. We got to get this knowledge. Those of you who are on Facebook and Instagram, I mean Facebook and YouTube, I can't see you, but give me a shout out. That way I can see who is in the building. All right. Okay. So, just so that you know, I don't have the chat overlay on. Let me put it on. That way, if anybody says anything, I can see it. Okay. All right. Fantastic. Let me know who's on here, y'all. So let me first start off. Hey, Michelle Honore. Let me first give you guys a couple of statistics. Okay. I want you comfortable talking about money. We have to get comfortable talking about money. I say this all the time, and it's really important. And I'm going to tell you 4 reasons why we got to get comfortable talking about money. The first one is 16 out of 38 of Jesus's parables deal with money and possessions. See, I believe that all financial principles you can find in God's word, period, point blank. So I don't care who, you guys know I'm a licensed professional. I own Advent Insurance and Financial Solutions. We have everything under the umbrella of our business, commercial and personal. However, we do money God's way. 1 out of 10 verses in the Gospels deal with money. And there are more than 2,000 scriptures on tithing in the Bible, money and possessions. That's twice as many as faith and prayer combined. And nearly 25% of Jesus's words in the New Testament deal with biblical stewardship. And you guys know our motto, we like to be faithful stewards over what is given to us. So let's get into these things, you guys. So maybe this is a question. Maybe you have asked me these questions. I don't know. But the first one that I am commonly asked is, what's the difference between term and whole life insurance? Well, term life insurance is like renting a house. Whole life insurance is like owning a house, for example. You rent it for a certain amount of time, And then after the time period expires, then you don't have it anymore. So typically with term life insurance, it's going to be like 10 years, 15, 20, or 30 years that you'll have an insurance policy. Typically, term is a lot cheaper because it is temporary. It's going to end at some particular point in time. Whole life insurance is permanent life insurance. You pay the same premium each month, quarterly, annually, however you pay, and it doesn't expire. Usually it ends at 120 years old. So that's the difference. That was the question number one. Number two, I'm always asked, Yaracel, which is better, term or whole? Well, it depends. So I definitely say that because term is a lot more affordable, and if you have children, I definitely say you need to have as much as possible, because God forbid something happened to you. You want your family to be taken care of as if you were here. And some people also, especially if you are not married or with the parent of your child and something happens to them, you want to be able to have the child taken care of as if that person were still here with you, then term is great. A lot of people who are divorced, or maybe they are, not together with the parent of their child, they choose a term option, a 10-year or a 15-year, just until the child is older, and that covers them, in the event. This really is a question that it depends on your family and what your needs are. And for some people, the good thing about whole life insurance is they don't want to get to a point because people are living longer nowadays. They don't want to get to a point to where they're uninsurable. And you may not die for a long time, but you may put yourself into some type of medical condition that does not allow you to get insurance. So like if you get cancer or something like that, you may not get it. So the good thing about whole life insurance, when you are younger, it's cheaper, and it builds up cash value, so you can use the money for other things later, but the price won't change. The earlier you get it, the better. So it really depends on your financial situation, your needs, what your family needs, and everything like that. I can't say that one is better than the other. I don't even know what that is. It's some kind of floaty thing. The third question that I always get: how should I prepare for my children's college? How should I prepare for my children's college? Again, it depends on what it is that you want to do. So 529s are great plans for your children, but that money is used for college. Okay. Custodial accounts are good for children. The kid, depending on your state, they'll get the money when they turn 18 or 21, depends on your state. And then that child gets that money. The good thing about those types of accounts, they're like they'll basically, you're giving your kids mutual funds investments at an early age. It's taxed. So just so that you know that it is taxed later, but the money is not restricted the way that the 529 is. The other good thing about the 529 too is, let's say some people come to me and the kid is already a teenager. 529s are great taxable tax advantage accounts for a family. So if you have a village and you have family and friends and maybe people who will support your child going to school, it's really good to consider the 529 and ask them to make contributions into it, because it's a good tax break for those who can make that contribution, and it'll help you to, pay for college for a kid. The fourth question I always get, Yarcel, is it too late to save for retirement? The answer is absolutely not. Matter of fact, if you're over 50 and you feel like, dang, I'm behind, you can catch up. The IRS will let you make more additional contributions than everyone else into certain retirement accounts. And I actually would love to talk to you about that. I'll make sure you can connect with me at the end of this when I give the information. But it is never too late to save for retirement, especially if you're looking at your life and you're like, I'm going to be working for another 10 years. There are accounts and funds that you can put your money in for growth and stuff like that. So no, it's never too late to save for retirement. And even though you may not have started off the way that you want, you can always get back in the game. The fifth question that I get asked is, should I pay off debt first or should I invest? And I get this question a lot. I actually did a video about this question on my YouTube channel. So go to my YouTube channel, just look up Yarosel the Multipreneur. Should I pay off debt or first invest? And I'll let you watch the video, but I'll answer it today. It depends. It really depends. And in some instances, you need to be doing both. And the reason that you need to be doing both is you want to get out of that burden of having debt, but you also want to put yourself in a position to where you can begin to invest the way that you need to invest properly. How do I know if I should get a Roth IRA? So I usually ask two questions when people ask me this. Number one, do you think taxes are going to go up? And number two, do you think that you're going to be in a higher tax bracket later? And usually if people say yes, they do, then I definitely recommend the Roth because you can contribute tax-free and it grows tax-free. Number 7, I get this question a lot. What is umbrella insurance? Umbrella insurance is extended insurance for your auto or home. It's extra liability. So let's say you have a home that's worth a lot of money. And if something happens, because one thing I know about attorneys, shout out to all you attorneys out there, especially attorneys in metropolitan Atlanta, they're going to go after the money if you hit their client. So the umbrella insurance is extra protection, especially if you have assets, a business, you want that extra liability, and it can be like $1 million or $2 million extra in liability, and it gives you the protection. Because one thing that attorneys want to know is they want to know, what do you make and what do you have? And they will go after that. So it's really important that you have the protection that you need to have over your assets. That's what umbrella insurance is. It's also called liability insurance as well. So that's what that is. The 8th question I get all the time, believe it or not, and I know some of you are looking at that, like, people ask you that? Yes. How can I get rich? I want to be rich, y'all. So I want to be a millionaire. I hear this all of the time. What do I need to do to be a millionaire? Well, let me just say, first and foremost, you need multiple streams of income. Multiple streams of income will get you to that millionaire status. And I know some of you are like, you have the next world's greatest invention, and you believe in your product or whatever the case is. But the way that you do that is through multiple streams of income. Steady plotting is the way to go. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm just going to tell you, you can go and look up statistics. You can go look up studies. The tortoise always beats the hare. So the get rich quick schemes, those things rarely work in your favor, just so that you know. So get multiple streams of income. I have actually a few videos on my YouTube that show you different ways that you can begin to make money. I believe everybody has gifts and talents. My motto is Ecclesiastes 11:2. I believe in diversity. So read Ecclesiastes 11:2, and I tell people all the time, I am Yarosel the Multipreneur, but that Bible verse is not just for me, it's for all of us. You all have gifts and talents. The power is in your hands. And so you can make the money so that you can live a life that's more comfortable, that'll give you the safety that you want to have, that'll give you the protection that you want to have, and that will give you the peace that you want to have so that your family is taken care of. But you do it through multiple streams of income. And sometimes too, those that includes investments as well. You can make money off of your investments and stuff like that. Dividends, all of those things. So diversity is the key. Number 9, I am asked, how do I get rid of my student loan debt? Well, the easy answer is pay it. And for those of you who are in public service or you work for a nonprofit, the public service loan program is a good program. You just need to make sure that you fill out the paperwork properly. And also you make sure you ask a lot of questions. And when people say it doesn't work, don't believe that. You just have to stay on top of it. If you are a teacher, then go to horacemann.com. You get tuition IO at no cost. If you are an educator, so let me back up, not just a teacher, an educator. If you go to horacemann.com, HORACEMANN.com, you get tuition IO for free. It will help you for free with getting you out of the student loan debt. If you work for a nonprofit organization or a government entity, public service loan forgiveness is the way to go for you. Everybody else, look at trying to, especially if you have private loans. Sorry about that. If you have private loans, then what you want to do is you want to maybe consolidate those at a lower interest rate, but pay them. Because what you don't want to do is get yourself at retirement where your income has changed. It's not as much as it was when you were working full time. And then you have this student loan debt that you have allowed to have the interest pile on. That'll drive you insane later on. I mean, because I know, especially if you have advanced degrees, student loan debt is no joke. It's a monster. And it's like a $1 trillion in student loan debt. So I'm just going to tell you, tackle it now. Tackle it now. The last question that I get all of the time is, how do I find my old 401k? So a lot of people have old 401ks. They have over $5,000. They're like, where is that money at? And so those of you who are on Instagram, you may want to go back to my YouTube channel to take a look at these websites, because I'm not going to spell them out for you, but you need to check these websites out, especially if you can't find those old statements. Don't leave that money on the table, because this may be a great opportunity for you to roll that money over or begin to find those old pensions, especially if you're helping your parents or whatever the case is. So I'm going to tell you some ways that you can find these old 401ks, okay? So the first thing, of course, contact the old employer. All right, that's definitely kind of like the no-brainer answer. The second way is the Department of Labor. If you go to this website right here, ask, that's ASKE, bsa.dol.gov, Department of Labor. There's an abandoned plan search that you can go to find an old pension that maybe you can't find the information for. So the Department of Labor is one. The National Registry is another. The National Registry is unclaimedretirementbenefits.com. Go there, and that will help you. Free ERISA also, but you go to freeerisa.benefitspro.com. That also is a resource. They have all of the benefit plans there. And then let's say you have like an old pension or something like that. If you go to the Pension Benefit Guaranty Corporation, but don't just go to pbgc.gov. You want to make sure that you are, it's /PG/contact/contact-unclaimed. So for those of you watching, you can see that right there. Go to those websites and they will help you to find those 401ks, those pensions that you can't find those statements for, but you know that you have money in that account, you just don't work there, or maybe that business is dissolved. So those are the 4 websites that I suggest. All right. So as usual, you guys know you can find me at IamTheMultipreneur.com. There you can get the journal, From Red to Black, weekly financial journal. It'll help you with your budgeting, help you to just, get closer with the Lord, get you talking about money in your own way, writing down some money goals, putting down those prayer requests, those praise reports. Follow me on Instagram. For those of you who don't, I am the Multipreneur. You reach me there. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Yarcel the Multipreneur. My YouTube, I have all my videos on YouTube. I feel like a lot of people watch me live and watch me on Facebook. But but like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm trying to grow that YouTube channel. It's so different than before, but definitely if you like what you heard here, hit that like and subscribe button and follow your girl on TikTok. I love TikTok. It's a lot of fun for me. And that be it for today. Those of you who catch the replay, comment below so I know where you have seen this video from. Share it with somebody who probably will love to hear this. And once you know they want to talk about money, you know they need to talk about money. Those of you on Facebook, share this video. I appreciate that. And I will talk to you all later. You're welcome, Teresa, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.